It should be good now.
All right, I'm gonna post in chat.
It should be up now because it says I'm going. There we go.
All right, he's back up. Good deal.
I'm back
All right,
up. There
good
we
deal.
go.
I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back too.
So we cut a sweet promo going into Top Cut, and then we I think we got eliminated. What, first, second game of Top Cut?
I don't know, enough to make an impact on everybody that
Yeah,
fought.
enough that everybody that we played with was like, "Oh man, you guys are so cool. You guys are awesome." And then we had this. We had a good fight.
Yeah.
We ended up not like as a work, and we broke up because we were going to play in Worlds the next day.
Yeah.
Our tag team partnership broke up, and then we went into.
No, broke up because you were terrible.
No, we did not break up because I was terrible. We broke up because it was work. Anyways, whatever. So we ended up going into Worlds. I think both of us probably made Top Cut at that time in Worlds at the time.
I think it was just me.
How do you know it was just you? No, I made Top Cut. I made Top Cut. You had to have a playoff against the other Rising Sun.
All right,
That's what
so
it was.
Jen played Rising Sun. What was your first character?
My first character in tag.
Well, first character period that you pulled up.
Okay, so the first event was tag.
Yeah.
And I hate to kind of say it. I hate to say it honestly. Nowadays, but I played the Italian Bombata.
Wow.
I know, right? And
wow.
I mean, had I known that many years ago, maybe I would have played somebody else. But the Bombata, yeah.
Wow.
So Shaggy's watching, or Shaggy's out there watching that.
He probably can't hear you because his TV's too loud.
Exactly. And then I played El Scorpio in Worlds.
Nice.
Who I still really enjoy, right? I really enjoy that competitor. But we cut a bunch of promos the next day. I cut a promo with Hollywood.
Wow.
And all those promos are somewhere. They exist still.
Locked away.
But they're locked away. And I would love to have those come out to the world. But I guess there were some issues with the camera guy, which I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And all that footage. So if you go back and watch the most recent Kickstarter, there is a clip where it's just showing all the different events. And I pop up there and I'm like, it's Griff the Lawman. But all that whole gimmick started because I was wearing a undershirt that day that had like my blue line on it.
Okay.
And so I was wearing a button-up shirt. And so I unbuttoned the shirt. I was like, yeah, I'm the Lawman. And it just kind of stuck. And then Leo Law kind of just came out of that Lawman thing. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I would have. Looking back, maybe I would have changed it, but I'm not sure.
No, when your first gimmick, you always want to just be happy with what you got. And I'm going to die getting back into the mines. That's awesome.
Oh, geez, are you?
Yeah, it's all right.
You can do like the corpse jumping.
You
can do that.
That's what I'm going to do. So, my first gimmick, obviously, was initially I was going to be a luchador.
That'd be cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I may still whip it out after the whole after Grand Gathering. I don't know. We'll see. But it didn't really fit me. I did cut a promo with it once, and it was really creepy, and I was told never to do it again.
Where's that promo? Is that?
It's on the discussion group.
All right, I'm gonna find that. Maybe I'll play that at some point in time.
Please don't. It's so bad.
But you're a big guy though, right? I mean, you're tall, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm 6'6".
I remember you being tall.
Yeah.
Not many luchadors are that big.
No, I know, but I was told by the True Survivor that he wanted a luchador, and I was like, okay, I guess so. It's not gonna, be the end of the world for me if I'm a luchador. I've always been a fan of Lucha Libre, so I'm not. You may see the mask come out maybe one or two times in my LFL career. Maybe we'll see. I'm trying to think.
Well, Pretty Boy Snow started out as like
Should have been a cooler luchador.
he should have been like King Camo, I think is what he started out
King
as.
SRG.
King
SRG
Camel?
Camo or
Yeah.
no, not Camel. Did I say
Camo.
Camo?
Luchasaurus, yes. I'm okay with being a Luchasaurus there, Keith. I'm definitely okay with being with Luchasaurus.
I think, Snow's gimmick would have been. I know Snow's in the chat here. That's what I'm gonna talk about his gimmick for a second. Snow obviously would have been like a total choice for a good luchador. You know, he could have rocked like the mask where your hair sticks out of it.
Yeah.
The tight pants on.
You know, that'd have been super dope. But Pretty Boy Snow is a good gimmick too. And I've seen some art, his art. I know he's seen it as well. So.
Oh wait,
I've
art.
seen his art. Mm-hmm.
He's okay. That's a news here for.
Yeah.
That's big news here.
There's.
Keep my mouth shut.
No, it's fine. The boss had already brought it up.
He did?
The boss brought it up on the live stream. If you watch the live stream on Facebook at the close of Dragon Con, Snow checks in and he says he talks about Snow's art on there a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
so it's not huge.
really
I
secret.
couldn't spoil things like that. But anyways, but yeah. So I've seen that art. So I've seen your art.
yeah, mobs respawned near me.
Disney says first gimmicks are terrible. Better to get it from someone else like Leo Law and Bell. Look, I think that whoever anybody is, whatever you want your gimmick to be, do you, right?
Yep.
I mean, do you? And that's my best advice to you. And
Just be a rolling.
yeah, what?
Just be a troll and rich snob like me.
Yeah, Jen says you used to be a troll and rich snob like her.
Or like the GM.
That's it. Easy gimmick right there. I'll tell you what though, it's tough to be a heel.
Yeah.
To be a face. A heel, I feel like is the easiest go because I mean, how easy is it to get somebody to hate you? I mean, you just talk crap to them and tell them how bad they are, how terrible people they are, and boom, you get instant boost. You're good to go. But man, being a face is tough work.
So, the one thing I was told, so I got to actually get an in-ring. I actually was in-ring January. I got to be Tristan, who's my co-host, sports agent for his first match back. He was trying a new gimmick, and he's like, "All right." So I asked him, "Face or heel?" He's like, "I'm always heel." I'm like, "Okay. How hard do you want me to get me to hate you? Like, do what you need to do." And I knew the crowd that we were in, so I knew how to get them hate me really, like get super heat on me. So as soon as he came out, it was like he didn't have to say a word. He just had to walk out, and he just got booed immediately. So it was kind of nice. It just to actually live that and actually get to be part of the pro wrestling community like that. And it was
Did you like? I mean, did you get to do anything? Did you stand like ringside at the match, or
yep.
what else
So I got to stand ringside for the match, and Tristan wrestled Mr. Houston. Mr. Houston is Jake the Snake's brother. He's 50. He was like 52 years spry. So, but this man could work. Like he's doing all the flips and doing all that stuff. He worked his ass off, and that's probably one of the best matches live I've ever seen. Period. I actually got involved in the match. I actually had my hands on the ring apron.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Taunting him, and then all of a sudden I see him walking over me and he stomps on my hand. I'm like, oh, that's great. I didn't see that coming. So my reaction genuinely was a legit reaction to him stomping on my foot.
That's cool.
So,
I had my first in-ring experience at Dragon Con.
Yeah, I saw that. You let Steve do all the talking. What's going on with that?
We had about a minute and a half, a 2-minute spot.
Yeah.
And so in order for the three of us to all... Oh, crud.
Come on. Go away. Leave me alone.
In order for us to...
no one has Summon over there, right?
Participate? No, we don't have a Warlock.
Damn it. and I died again. Yay!
But yeah, so in order for us to all participate, right?
Yeah.
We had to keep the spot real quick.
Yeah.
And so we made the decision on that to have Calais come out first, and then get a bunch of heat. And of course, that's super easy for Calais to get heat because he's probably like poor and whatnot, right? So
you core people in Atlanta poor. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get heat immediately.
So we had Ebony, who was the kind of in-ring announcer, I guess is what she was.
Okay.
She came out and she's like, yeah, the richest person here, and, gave Calais a pretty dope intro, and no one really knew what exactly to say or how to take him. And then here he comes out and he just calls them all poor. He's like, this is a dump of a city. It was amazing, right? And so they immediately boo. I mean, he generated so much heat. It was great. And I had to come out and take the mic from him. So when I came out, I got to jump the top rope.
Oh, that's nice. I actually missed that because as soon as I turned on, as soon as I got the notification, it was Steve already talking. So I missed the jump rope top.
Yeah, so I came in. So I walked up. I kind of jogged up to the side, climbed up, and then I hopped the top rope, hopped into the ring, walked up to Calais, confronted him, stared him down, took his mic away from him, and then introduced myself and the boss. And the biggest issue was Calais had so much heat, and I was actually in my kind of corporate law gimmick.
Yeah.
And it was very, very hard to get that pop to show the people that I'm a face. And then even when I introduced Steve, even when Steve got in, Calais had drawn so much heat. Steve got booed.
Wow.
Until he finally said, "Oh, Dragon Con, I love you," or whatever. So it was, but man, I tell you what, jumping that top rope was so much fun, and I wish I could do it again, and I hope I get to do it again at some point in time, because that is a blast.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I did enjoy was going through. And actually, you know what the funny thing is? My first in ring, I was so nervous because you're supposed to go through the center of the ropes,
yes.
Not the bottom. I went through the bottom of the ropes. As soon as I got back from the locker room, I had Tony Atlas, who was one of the legends there.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
Look at me and says, "Boy, you a woman?" I'm like, "No." I didn't mean. And he looks at me. He's like, "Your first time, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "You're good. Don't worry about it. We understand." I'm like, oh, "Okay." To get that from Tony Atlas, it's like, it was an honor. It was just an honor just to be in the same ring as him. That's in the same locker room as him, because Atlas is one of the big guys from the '80s. He's a nice guy.
I'll tell you what, when we went to do we practiced a little bit, right? And I got up in the ring, and there's a guy who was in there who was setting it up. He was a wrestler,
yeah,
for sure. And there's another guy who was helping set the ring, and he clearly didn't really know what he was doing. He's like kind of a volunteer.
Yeah.
So the wrestler kind of trainee guy was teaching him how to enter via the top rope.
Ah, okay.
And so I was watching, and I was like, oh, I could totally do that. So I jumped it, and I jump it, but I hold on too long, so I kind of like stumble and fall a little bit, but not terrible. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get it." Well, the other guy kept on trying to do it and couldn't get it wasn't doing very well. And so my second try, I cleared it like a pro.
Yeah.
And I did it like another 6, 7, 8 times, maybe even 10 times, just to ensure that I know I could do it. And right before they tell us like 1 minute, like 1 minute, I got so nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna mess this up. I'm gonna botch this. I'm gonna botch this rope. I'm gonna botch the jump. Crap, what are we gonna do? Calais, what are we gonna do if I botch this? I mean, I don't think I've ever been that nervous in a long time before doing something. And
yeah.
Man, I was nervous because I didn't want to. I mean, there was I don't know. There was maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people in this audience.
Yeah,
it was huge.
That was a huge audience.
So here I didn't want to be the guy that comes in. They don't know who we are in the first place. So you know what? Here comes some random guy in some tight pants, and I bust my butt in the ring. And of course I knew people at home would be watching on the live stream, and so yeah. But it is dope, amazing. Want to do it again for sure.
Yeah. Keith wants to know, how did your big self get low enough to get through the bottom rope? Listen, I'm an agile guy. What can I say? I may be 6'6", around 300, but still, I'm pretty freaking agile. Trust me. So it's 5 minutes after 10. The one thing, as my dead body, flies back to Dead Minds, I want to thank Griff for coming on, and thank you to Jen in the background. Thank you.
Brian says thank you for letting me come on.
Yeah.
She said whatever.
But yeah, next week I have confirmation that Shady Jeff will be on the show.
Oh, good luck there.
Yeah. Well, on the show here we don't do gimmicks, so it's just gonna be Jeff, me and him just shooting the what. We won't really have, after that will be the weekend after the Triple Crown, so I may have someone from the Triple Crown event from Massachusetts on the show. We will see. I may have James DeMello on the show again, but we'll see.
He's a good dude.
I went up to the compound. I've been talking to James back and forth. He's a really good dude. He's invested heavily into the community. He loves this community.
Oh, he's amazing, right?
Yep.
No.
The pure.
I have a question. Can I ask you a question? Is this
Go ahead.
The way this works?
Go ahead.
All right. You're from New York, and you joined the compound.
Why?
Yeah. Right.
So my thing was, at Gen Con I won the Tri-State title.
Yes.
So you immediately think the way Impact thinks is I get picked. Like, oh, here, Impact, come sign for me because I'm your champ. That didn't happen. Did I get called to the Inner Circle? I didn't get called to the Inner Circle. So Inner Circle, and I didn't even know the boss was gonna build a faction. So I got an offer from the compound, and the compound has one of the biggest growing communities out there right now in the Northeast. So I figure, you know what? I might as well join someone who has kind of the same ideals as I do. I want to grow the community. I want to make it, stand for here for a while. So, yeah, so that's why I joined the compound. It was a smart booking on all our parts. You can come in. It's fine. No, what, you don't want to come on camera?
Nope.
My wife is shy, by the way.
Oh. I just don't want to be on camera.
She doesn't want to be on camera, which you should be. Everyone should see you.
Yeah, I mean, you're there, support everybody, right? I mean,
yeah.
that's what.
I was a TO for Age of Sigmar Champions. Was one of the card games that came out last year at Gen Con. And
that's a dead game now, right?
It's basically dead. Yeah, they went all digital.
Yeah. Okay. I think I played the app.
Yeah, the app was their big selling point, and I did demos from Gen Con. I was at LVO, so I went out to Vegas. They paid me to go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago
really
to Adepticon. Where else have I been?
Did you go to Ohio?
Oh, I went. No, I didn't go to Origins. That was the one. They canceled their Origins event, and I was gonna go to Origins and then come to the SRG event once I was done doing demos and stuff at night during the day.
Okay.
So
they canceled that one, huh?
They canceled that one.
Things.
It's stupid. I'm dead. Yeah, I died.
I think they're coming back to get you
again. All right, okay, cool. But Griff, thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate it. You are more than welcome to come on the waiting room at any time. I hope to see the 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 LEO, aka the Law, aka the best damn commentator in the LFF, very soon. What do we has the first match is this weekend? I assume.
Yeah, I believe both matches are. I think they're set to go Sunday.
Sunday.
What matches?
The
Okay,
I don't know, the
never mind.
online
No,
match. No, I lied.
Because
I'm a liar,
Corey
apparently.
is terrible. Not
Oh.
till next week.
Not till next week.
What?
Oh,
We'll have to set up some stuff for this weekend.
That's
what's happening this weekend?
I said we have to set
Oh,
up
okay.
stuff.
I'm being told there's probably gonna be some stuff, most likely.
well. You probably will have more contact with South Bell, but let her know if she needs a body for the arena. The 0-6 man in the arena will gladly jump in. I'm the Kurt Hawkins of the arena. What can I say?
You definitely had some tough luck in the arena. Now, I think there may be something special going on tomorrow night, so make sure everybody tunes in.
It's a talk of the
Tomorrow
universe.
night.
Talk of the universe tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Around 8:30 maybe.
Who knows? You know, if they bring the laptop charger, if they don't, they get it set up.
Well, if John P is there, then they may forget it.
Oh man, I don't even want to. There's so many Super Show After Dark stories that occurred at Dragon Con that I can't even discuss them. They're like those are like Super Show After Dark in the wee early morning hours.
Oh God,
it's how those stories are.
All right.
So yeah, just know that Dragon Con only happens once a year.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
Just best. I'll go down in history as one of the best speeches ever given at Dragon Con.
So whatever happens in Atlanta stays in Atlanta.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes I guess you wish, but it definitely doesn't. I'm sure the boss and Jim Calais will tell some good Super Show stories tomorrow.
Yeah, I assume so too. All right, well, I'm gonna head it off. The big guy's probably already on right now with the Power Hour, so I will see you guys next week with Mr. Jeff Riley, aka Shady Jeff. Griff again, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I'll see you in Azeroth in less than 5 seconds.
Maybe if we can come get your dead body back.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All
Good
right,
night, guys.
Good